Welcome back to the Mid-American Recplex for period 3 of this third place matchup between your Omaha Junior Lancers and the Kansas City Jets. Omaha with a 2-1 lead heading into the final frame. Werner takes the draw and then gave it right to Backley. Walks in, fires, glove save, Salato. And he'll hang on for the whistle. Werner was just trying to go D to D, and Backley, right spot, right time, able to pick off the pass. And so close to tying the game. Now in behind. Bigger with it. Lost it in a wet spot in the corner there. Banaszak will play it up the wall. Played up the wall and off a glove in the Omaha bench. Must have been an agreement with both teams to run the clock for this third period. As we're now under 16 minutes, Buck all the way down. This one's going to be icing on the Junior Lancers. No, it took a bounce in the corner and stayed out. Didn't cross the line. Bigger. Across for Backley. Bounces over the stick of Banaszak into the Omaha zone. And a couple of sticks collide there, and that puck will go out of play. Will give us a whistle and a face-off inside the zone. Bador will step in to take the face-off here. Wins it back for Badura. Chipped off the glass. Bortnick couldn't hold the zone. Chase will head after it. Moves it into the Kansas City end where Baker will move it around the wall. Caldwell tried to start the breakout, but it was intercepted and chipped right back behind. Bortnick now with it in the near corner, up for Schmitz, out of the zone for Hall. Through center, pokes it by the defense and into the corner. Lundgren first one back for Omaha. Wrapped for Badura, played up through the circle, and then out to center. Lundgren takes the hit and clears the puck. Bortnick across the red line will throw it in deep again. Lundgren, first one on it, hopped over his stick. Now Chase. Spinning around in the corner. Caldwell will take over in front. Bouncing puck off shin pads, never made it on net and cleared out to center. Right back in for Bador. He'll stretch it for Roby, pass well in front of him, and Baker will take back over. Across for Schmitz. Bortnick will control back up the wall. Across the blue line, Schmitz drops it off for Caldwell. Shot in, glove save, Salad. He'll hang on for the whistle. Shots all square at 19 apiece as we approach 13:30 left to go in the hockey game. Off the draw, off the wall for Eiler. Finds Wilmers. Across for Roby into the Kansas City zone. Dropped off for Wilmers. Shot there, saved by Holton. He'll hang on to it for the whistle. Wilmer's line will stay out there with Barnhart and Banaszak at the point. Face-off one back by Stetzler. Mayer threw it off a skate. Eiler couldn't control it. Maddox across the red line, and we'll have a whistle. And it looks like a pair of coincidental minors going out again. Myers, he was part of the coincidentals last time, and it'll be Eiler this time for Omaha and a couple of roughing minors. We'll stay 5-on-5 here as the puck, or as we'll face off here at center. Face off one back to the point. Banaszak will control it. Across for Barnhart. Up for Werner. Got a deflection, no ice. Parsons in the corner. Kept it behind the net for Wagner. Parsons just threw one towards the net, went wide. Banaszak back down low for Wagner. Got cycled back up to the point. Banaszak will pinch and hold that in. Off the stick of Wagner, batted out. Martinez for Mayer at center. Taken over by Werner. He'll circle around and start back up ice. Werner walks in, fires, kicked out by Holt. Barnhart will crash in. Wagner jumping a couple times to avoid the shot as it gets in deep. Now Wagner has it at the side. He'll go into the corner up top for Badura. Back down low. All the way to the near side. Badura just tried to cycle it. Went right out in front. No one there in a black jersey in Kansas City able to clear. At the blue line, Fitzpatrick walking in. Blocker saved by Holt. Backley now up the far side. Getting around Lundgren, looking in front. Pass was blocked and then wrapped around the wall and out of the zone. Hall back to get it for Kansas City. Went D to D with Nakowitz. Hall with it now. Up for Backley. Pinched there by Martizan. Hall will pick up the loose puck and get across the red line and over for Graven. Pulls up just inside the blue line. Taken from him by Bador, but can't clear the zone. Now back out to center. Fitzpatrick chips it by Makowitz. Off the wall. Bigger for Backley. Walks in. Over Badura and over the net. Backley a try. Got blocked in front again. Threw it right back out in front, out to the point. Makowitz a try. Blocked by Lundgren again and then chipped off the glass and out. I don't think it's going to have enough for icing. And it just barely gets across that line. As we'll head back to the Omaha zone. Eiler and Myers out of the box after their coincidental minors. 9.5 left to go in the hockey game. Graven will face off with Wilmers here on the far side. One back. Graven a try, saved by Salad. Eiler looking for Roby on the far side. Icing waved off all the way into the Jet corner. Wilmers trying to pull it free. Roby in to help out. Taken over by Graven and he'll skate up ice. Gets around Roby into the offensive zone. Now he'll move around Barnhart. Tried to center it. Pass didn't make its way through. Graven still has it in the corner. Walled up there by Barnhart. And now Graven gets it back off a skate. Back checking there as Eiler takes the puck from him and then chips it out to center around Baker. Brooks Eiler at the blue line, just throws it in. Wagner crashing in from the bench to play it into the corner. Baker there moves it around. Hit a body, so stayed in that far side corner. Parsons trying to move it out in front. Taken over by Bigger. Can't clear it. Bortnick now taken out. Eiler a try over the net. Loose puck over the stick of Baker. Wide into the corner, now loose in behind. Ben Parsons just tried to bank it through the crease. Werner off the bench, cutting into the slot. Shot goes wide. Banaszak pinching down from the point. Tried to throw it out in front again, taken over by Wagner. Cuts into the slot. Shot on, saved by Holt. Held to be handed out, this time to Baker and Werner in front of the net. They were going at it back and forth, so both of them will sit for two. Bador and Hall on this face-off. One back to the Kansas City defense. Maddox just plays it back out to center, and Bador will hammer it back in. Albertson wrapped around. Maddox controls in the corner. Plays it back to Albertson, then wrapped up that far side. Caldwell collects and then chips it around Lundgren. Into the Omaha zone. Hall on it. Centering feed for Schmitz. They score. Cody Schmitz on the backdoor pass, and Kansas City has tied the hockey game with 6.5 left to go. We're tied at 2. Six minutes left to go in the third period in another tied hockey game. Wilmer straight forward off the draw, played back to the Omaha line. Barnard all the way across, got blocked. Banaszak now in the corner. Played around for Roby, chipped through the middle for Eiler. Knocked off by Albertson, and the Jets control. Schmitz back in the zone, knocked off the puck. Eiler working hard for it. Played out in front. Banaszak takes it behind for Roby at the half wall. Stretch pass. Intercepted by Hall. Roby takes it back at the blue line and will work back the other way. Cuts to the middle. Doesn't get a shot off, and Kansas City collects. Up for Schmitz. Taken over now by Fitzpatrick. He'll go D for Banaszak. Tipped by Parsons. In comes Fitzpatrick. Backhand try, kicked out by Holt. Caldwell up the wall, held in by Banaszak, and then flipped out of play, so we'll get a whistle, and the faceoff will stay inside the Kansas City zone. About 4.5 left to play when we drop this puck in a 2-2 hockey game. Parsons in the corner, looking to center it, knocked off the puck. Bortnick will take it in behind. Excuse me, that's Makowitz. Badura couldn't get it out to center. Back in Martinez. Now Werner with it. Just tried to chip it off the glass. It hit the linesman and didn't clear the zone. Still tied up in the corner. He'll go to the far side for Lundgren. Up the wall for Wagner. He'll circle back around. Buys time for Badura. Sauce looking for Wagner on the far side. Glove down by Stetzler, then played into the Omaha zone. Back for Lundgren. He'll go for Werner. Pass was over his stick and played into the Omaha zone again. Delayed offside on Kansas City. Wagner moves it forward. Across the Kansas City line. Makes a move around the defense, cutting towards the net. Shot on, but a good save from Holt. And they'll freeze the rebound and get a whistle with 3.5 left to go. Badorian on the draw with Graven. One for Kansas City. Baker couldn't move it up and out. Barnhart there to hold. Into the far corner. Bortnick on it. Stretch pass for Backley. Moved forward. Barnhart got in the way of the pass and then moves it up for Bador. Backhanded forward and in onside. Back out to center. It's chipped in by Bador. Floating puck, gloved down a couple of times, and now Backley the other way. Walking in into the center. Didn't get the pass across. Now in front, Backley again, missed wide. Chase couldn't clear the zone. It's back in behind for Barnhart. Chipped off the glass and out, no icing. Bador's going to race forward into the corner. Heads behind the net, lost control of it. Now Martizan. Wrapped it around the far side. Lundgren off the bench, racing all the way to hold. And stretched out for Backley, working on Badura. Good stick check there, and then him and Graven run into each other. Badura will head back the other way. Badura into the offensive zone. Has it in the corner. Plays it up for Chase. Walking to the net. Shot saved by Holt. Rebound in behind. Play wrapped around for Backley. Runs over Lundgren, who holds the zone. Albertson now in the corner. Goes behind the net, then wraps it over for Bigger. Chipped into the zone. The Jets will head off for the change here, approaching 1 minute left to go in regulation. Badura, stretch pass. Hit the stick of Wilmers. No, it did not. And we'll go back to the Omaha end on the icing. Off the draw, one back. Barnhart will wrap it to the far side. Roby there. At the half wall, he'll just backhand this one up and out to center. Backley will glove it down and play it. Schmitz off the wall looking for Hall. Gets it behind Barnhart. Couldn't control the puck and get it across into the middle. Up for Caldwell from the point. Hit a stick in front and then gloved down by Salado. We'll see if we'll get any more time. Final 10 seconds in the run clock. And that'll do it for regulation with the running clock. Time runs out, and we'll head to overtime here in this third place game. We'll be right back. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey on the Omaha Hockey Network. We're back at the Mid-American Recplex. No overtime period in the third place game. We'll go straight to a 5-player shootout. And if it's not solved after 5 rounds, we'll head to the sudden death period. We'll see who has or who will be shooting first. Looks like Omaha will start things off. It'll be Davis Martizan leading off. A shootout in the third place game. Here's Martizan to start. Working right down the middle, couple of fakes, rolled off his stick and wide. Now out for Kansas City, Ryan Graven. The first shooter for the Jets can give them the lead in the first round. Walking in, backhand, scores. Nice little move onto the backhand from Graven, and he beats Salado. They lead 1-0 after the first round of the shootout. Badura next up. No. He'll cut in. Okay, good. We're back on. Walks in, saves Salado. Thought for a second the feed was going to cut out. We're tied up at 1 as we head to the third round. Chase, the next shooter for Omaha. He'll work in more wide this time. Takes the shot, forehand, backhand. Back to his forehand and stuffed by Holt. Chance now for Eric Backley to give the Jets the lead here in the third round. Walks in, then slows up. Poke check from Salad, gets him. Fourth shooter for Omaha will be Ben Parsons. Walks. Forehand scores. Ben Parsons gives the Junior Lancers the lead. Heading into the bottom of the fourth. Next up for Kansas City will be number 19, Caleb Caldwell. Weaving his way through. Poke check Salado, and he scores. What a move from Caldwell. Well, now it'll be up to Bador to keep the game going. Oh, 2-2? Sorry, it's 2-2. Excuse me. Thankfully, I got people to tell me what the real score is. Bador walks in. Stuffed by Holt. Now it'll be Schmitz. Game on the stick of number 25 as he walks in. To his backhand, stuffed by Salad. Into the extras in the shootout. It'll be Wagner for Omaha the next up. Cuts to the middle. Makes a couple times and scores on the backhand. Salado can win it right here if he can stuff number 37, Jacob Hall. Here comes Hall to keep the game moving. Poke check, he scores. Beat Salado in the 5-hole and we'll play on. Next up will be number 4, Brooks Eiler. Brooks will weave his way in. Takes a shot into his forehand, stuffed. Now the game's going to be on the stick of number 3, Hayden Albertson. Now a quick discussion with a linesman. And a word with the Kansas City bench before the next shot. Here's Albertson now. Slap shot saved by Salado. He gave a big chuckle on his way through. Doesn't look like he's the most skilled penalty shot they have on the team, as even the coaches are giving a laugh as he gets back to the bench. Fitzpatrick now for Omaha. Cutting in onto his backhand, fumbled it over his stick. Now who does Kansas City send out next? It'll be number 44, Carson Baker. Shot on, glove save, Salado. And we'll keep playing. Lachlan Wilmers. He's had the clutch stick for Omaha here as of late. We'll see if he can give the Junior Lancers the lead. Slows up at the top of the circles. Fakes onto his forehand. Under the bar and scores. Lachlan Wilmers gives the Junior Lancers the lead. And now it'll be on the stick of Stetzler. A chance to keep the game going here for Stetzler. Walks in, fires, saved by Salato. And the Junior Lancers will win the third place game in a shootout 3-2 over the Kansas City Jets. It wasn't the hardware that we wanted to come home with, but the Junior Lancers will still head back with a third place trophy at the year-end tournament. It's been a joy to cover the Junior Lancers all year. For Pat D'Augusto, I'm Zach Krause. Thank you for watching Junior Lancer Hockey on the Omaha Hockey Network.